Weird facts about Queen Elizabeth I. An accidental queen. Elizabeth's ascension to the throne could be called sheer luck. When her father Henry VIII passed away, she was third in line for succession, after her younger half-brother Edward and older half-sister Mary. Edward took the throne in 1547 but lost his life to a high fever in 1553. He named his cousin Lady Jane Grey as his successor, who was deposed and forcefully replaced by Mary. After flu took the childless Mary's life in 1558, Elizabeth finally got the throne for herself. She was nearly executed by her sister. After Edward named Lady Jane as his successor, Mary deposed her and ascended to the throne. After Mary was named queen in 1553, the Protestants continually rebelled against her as she was a strident Catholic. In 1554, the massive Wied rebellion arose, and Mary imprisoned Elizabeth on the suspicion of abetting it and sentenced her to execution. Elizabeth escaped by assuring Mary that she didn't know anything about the rebellion, after which she was kept under house arrest for a while. Her looks were deceiving. It is said that the Queen was gorgeous in her youth until a severe case of smallpox left permanent scars on her face. So, she used many wigs and layers of white makeup to keep up with her young image. Her porcelain skin became a beauty standard for women in England, but to achieve that skin, she used heavy makeup largely composed of lead. She also used a red paste of plant dye and mercury on her lips, and a mercury-based makeup remover, that affected her skin badly over the years. It is also quite possible that her extreme makeup ultimately cost her her own life. There was a cult surrounding her. After Elizabeth ascended to the throne, her supporters encouraged a trend of flattering depictions of the Queen in all her portraits. Her portraits and written media began to liken her to classic Greek and Roman goddesses such as Venus and Diana, to build her image as a divine being who was married to her country. She became a symbol of purity and divinity, and was hailed as the Virgin Queen. That's how her advisors built her public image, and she reigned for over 40 years. She had a series of scandals. The Queen supposedly turned down many proposals from the likes of King Philip II of Spain, King Eric XIV of Sweden, and Charles II, Archduke of Austria. It is believed that her one true love was Robert Dudley, her childhood friend, whose marriage to another woman kept the two apart. But even after Robert's wife passed away, Elizabeth preferred to remain unmarried. Many rumors also link her to secret affairs with high-profile men like Sir Walter Raleigh, Robert Devereux, and Lord Chancellor Christopher Hatton. She was vain. Elizabeth was obsessed with the way she looked and supposedly had over 2,000 pairs of gloves. She never wore the same clothes twice, and took a lot of time to get dressed. The ritual of dressing her took her ladies a staggering 4 hours every day. She is remembered for her high fashions and an expansive wardrobe. She cursed like a sailor. Elizabeth was hailed as the Virgin Queen and the epitome of divinity during her reign. Yet, it is believed that she didn't really care what came out of her mouth and used foul language liberally. She was infamous for her proclivity for colorful language, a notorious habit which she is said to have inherited from her father, King Henry VIII. She had a sweet tooth. During the reign of Elizabeth I, sugar and sugary sweets were very expensive and unaffordable for the common people. Elizabeth had a notoriously sweet tooth and was said to have a particular taste for candied violets. She loved desserts so much that sugar was graciously used in elaborate dishes for her. Eventually, the sugar caused many of her teeth to go black and rotten in her final years. So, by the end of her life, she only smiled with her lips shut. She was multilingual. In addition to her native language English, Elizabeth I was known to be fluent in several other languages. She could speak French, Italian, and Latin, and could translate lengthy texts into these languages. Several other reports claim that the Queen also spoke Spanish, Welsh, Irish, Flemish, Greek, and even the nearly obsolete tongue of Cornish.